I'm back. All right. Looks like Brandon got a shot towards his hole. Thank you for tuning in to Railbirds TV. We got Brandon Oy and Naoyuki Oy. This is a winner side match, I believe.
I did a whole intro while you were gone, but my microphone was muted the whole time, so no one heard me. Damn it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, sorry about that. So everyone just got to listen to silence. So we are joining this already in progress because that previous match did go overtime. And I'm going to turn it over to our special guest commentator, T-Rex. Take it away.
All right. Thank you. All right. I like him to shoot the one here and just kind of use a high ball and come straight through. It's not going to touch the two, and it's not going to touch the other ball on the rail. Oh, well, he hit it a little fat. So you see how he hit it on the bottom side of that pocket. But he's got a bank, so it's okay. Draw it back a little bit. Cinch. He cinched it a little too much, and he missed the bank. Using that inside, he could have just used some pace and a little bit of draw and would have made the ball. Now we'll see if Brandon will go for the bank here. I don't think he will. He'll probably just kind of bank it over and just leave the cue ball. Yeah, he's going to focus on just kind of good little shot, just kind of just, you know, move the balls away. Haven't seen much of Naoyuki Oe play one pocket, so this will be kind of fun. Very good guy, fun to watch, quick, and very, you know, nice and personable. So with the ball count being 3-1, and the ball's kind of going up table, but I think Naoyuki Oe might possibly bank at this ball. Nope. He's gonna play a little safe. He's gonna probably shoot the two. No, he's gonna try moving that other ball away from his hole. Okay, and he's bringing him back to his side, showing his one pocket skills. And now Brandon should probably just bank the two. I don't know if he'll try to bank the 8-2 rails or not, but it don't look like it. He's probably just going to push the 2 into the 15-4 and just kind of move the balls away. It's a good little. Made the ball on the side. Didn't want to really do that because it blocked off that lane. So you'll see a little more of them pushing balls up table again. Shoot the 8 into the 7 and just kind of push him over and let the cue ball come down. Now, if he got the cue ball on the rail, it would have been a lot better, but that's not terrible either. I like to shoot the 5 a little fat and then let the cue ball run into the 13 a little so you can hit it slower. Instead, see that part, he had good cue ball, but something could have gone wrong there had he just, might have accidentally hit a ball coming off of another ball. I like to kick at the backside of the 12 ball up there and let the cue ball just kind of push along the rail and just stay up there. Don't have to hit it hard. Oh, no, wait. Okay, it's Brandon shooting. So, no. Brandon could possibly just kind of shoot the 8 into the 7 and let the cue ball kind of float up towards the left side top rail. Just worry about the cue ball more than anything. Don't really worry about what's going on as far as the rest of everything else. Okay, it looks like he's going to bank at this 13 possibly. No, he's hitting it thin. That's some of the stuff that can go wrong there at times. Did get lucky though and still came through it. So going to be a lot of ticking now. Keeping distance on the balls. He'll just kind of push the 7 onto the 8. Problem here is he let the 8 get off the rail. He can bank the ball and then let the cue ball kind of come over so he can play shape for the 5. Did he have the English on the ball? Yes, he did. He wants to bank at this 13. He's just kind of paying attention to whether or not where he can get his cue ball if he does. So let's see what he does. Okay, so he made sure he got the cue ball to draw back. Another thin hit, and just let the cue ball come back down. Okay, some more separation. If I'm Brandon, I'm going to come off the left side of that 7 and hit it kind of a little heavy. And just kind of let the cue ball go, because you don't mind giving up the 5 if it's just one ball for a bank or whatnot. You hit that one a little bit too fat. But he did get lucky because the cue ball is kind of treetop, so if he does shoot at this, he's going to have to just play kind of a speed control on the 7 and making sure that he just keeps the angle to kind of let it drizzle by the pocket. Okay, instead he's going to elect to just move the ball back to his side and kind of push the cue ball. All right. Showing a little patience. Okay, he got through the ball there, but he didn't get the carry. So now Naoyuki is going to have kind of a semi-straight in 3 here, where he's going to run the cue ball. Now a matter of how much power he can put through the cue ball and where he can get through, whether he can open those 2 stripe balls or not. Or will he just try to keep the cue ball behind it? We'll see. Okay, good shot. Now he could come back to the backside of that stripe ball if he likes and use a little draw instead of having to use follow. Ball counts 3-3. Shot 4-3. Shot, good speed. Five 3-ball count, playing for 3 balls. He can shoot the 7 and kind of come to the back of the 5, or he can play the combo, or I mean play the bank. Very good stroke and very good speed. Pulled it a little too much. 6-3 ball count. Too bad, because he got such great shape to not capitalize there. Will he kick bank, or will he just try to bank at this 2? Looks like he's looking to just bank at the 2 and kind of hit the ball full in the face. With a high left ball here. Good cut. Overcut it a little, so now he ends up giving up a straight in shot to Naoyuki here. I think more or less Naoyuki is going to just worry about just making this ball and following down a little bit just to kind of get a cross bank on the deuce. Better than just trying to pop it and maybe possibly missing the ball. He's going to try to get all the way down there, it looks like. So now this is okay. You're just going to bank it 2 rails to hit the 5. Not bad. So Oi needs 1 ball for the first game victory. He could stiff it. Didn't look like he could stiff it, but he did. Now he'll 2 rail to 2 here. Let the cue ball kind of follow straight through. Cue ball should head towards about the first diamond on the short rail on the left side up top. If cue ball goes there, he might have a chance to make it. Just like that. See how he's got a chance to make it from the simple fact of how the cue ball led. Time he'll use a little bit of high inside and get it to come back over to his side of the table, up table. Ooh, he shot it a little fat. A little thin, I should say, not fat. Brandon's looking at the angle of how to try to bank this ball here. Hit that one pretty good. Looks like it pulled back a little bit on him. Good little shot. Dug it deep and hit it slow, so it was able to kind of get out of the way there. He should be just trying to place this back on his side of the table, that side pocket more or less. He's going to look to bank this with a little bit of a straight high top. Cut it just a little bit. Might open up. Yes, it did. So first game goes to Naoyuki. Naoyuki is up 1-0. Race to 3. Thank you for tuning in to Real Birds TV. Please like, share, subscribe the channel. It's free. You know, just keep coming up with these good videos for you guys, and they're providing good commentators and everything, so please go check them out. Really appreciate it. And if you get a chance, please go check out my YouTube channel also that I just started at Tony Chohan on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications. Helps us all out. Thanks. Naoyuki to break, up 1-0. Good little break. He got a ball close to his hole. I like soft rail kicking here to the back side of the ball that's by his hole. Don't have to use really much running English, just kind of soft and hit it really to the deep side. I think he can. Okay, he's going to shoot the 6-13 and keep the cue ball on the top side of the stack. Good shot. And that's the bad part about sometimes some of these things that happen like that right there where the ball's tied up. It's kind of salty. Not bad. If he can bank at the 6, he's definitely going to. Also, like maybe possibly if he can bank the 1, he should do that also. Almost kind of locked up the 1 and the 10. Looking to see how the stack looks right now. Yeah, Brandon's the only thing to do right now. Well, he ran those balls, so he kind of left that. But now this is where, if I'm Brandon, okay, he can bank this 8 1 rail back and play the cue ball back in between the 10 and the stack, so it helps pull the 8 back also. I like to use a low and just kind of overcut the ball and just keep the low kind of biting to come back. No English whatsoever, just kind of a low ball. He was more destined to figure out about using outside English, which is why he kind of missed the ball too and hit it fat. Now he's looking to see if anything's kind of going towards his hole. So if I'm away, I don't want to move the 5 or the 13, seeing how Brandon can't really make nothing out of it. That's a good shot right there. Not many people would have known to play it that way. And he hit it good where he thins it and it comes right back in and kind of bumps the ball back towards his hole. Very good shot for Naoyuki. Looks like he's just looking to just kind of run into the 8 or cross it a little. Okay, spun it to the bottom side. Got a lot of juice on that ball. Not a bad shot. Now Naoki's kind of got a chance to bank the 1 here. He's a low with a touch of right. Focus on trying to make this ball here in this spot because there's not much that goes to Brandon's hole. Only ball goes to Brandon's hole is the 3, more or less, at this point, it looks like. A little too much English. Okay, he's trying to open up those balls. Now he did, but now whether or not he gave up something, let's see. If he can hit the 5 top side, I would bank the 5 into the back of the 11 and kind of push the cue ball towards the side pocket. So if he can do that, then that's a good shot. I don't know that he can cross this ball, but he's looking like he's trying to. Problem with crossing it is you give up this right here, which is the bank.
All right,
Taking
looks
a little quick break.
Yeah, players are going to take a quick break. We can take this time to maybe answer some questions from the chat if anyone has any questions for Tony. Also, be sure to go check out the Railbirds merch store. You can see that in the down below the video, link in the description.
Yeah, if anybody's got any questions. And also, like you said, you know, go check out their shop. They got all kinds of cool stuff. Hoodies, hats, shirts, cups, mugs.
Got a nice coffee mug. You know, streamers, you know, we run on coffee, so got to have something to put that coffee in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, don't forget to go check out Tony's channel, Tony Chohan on YouTube. Go check it out. It's got lots of cool stuff on there.
Thank you.
He's just starting up his channel, so show him some love. Let's grow his channel.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Start making that YouTube money. Be rolling in the dough.
Yeah. There's not much in it, but hey, it's worth it sometimes just to get the eyeballs and stuff. And, we're just putting some content out there, and maybe we can help some people grow their game.
So one of the questions are, what are the specs of your cue? So what kind of cue you play with, Tony?
So I play with Mucci. I'm sponsored by Mucci. I play with Mucci BMC Casino 10. I use a shaft millimeter of 12.7. I use the Pro shaft, which is wood still. Also,
So you haven't gone to the dark side yet?
No, I probably never will. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
me
just like
neither.
the feel of wood more.
I'm old school that way.
Yeah, and the weight's right around 19. But I do like the feel of my cue, and I do see the benefits. All right, well, it looks like we're back. And Brandon's checking out his bank. I think one of the problems of and it's not like these guys are really trying to take intentionally a long time, but it looks like the tables and the players from the tables next to him are sometimes shooting also. So a little hesitation there. All right. Fell in. Should be trying to come out for the 3 here off the side rail. All right. Trying to get to the bottom rail so he can get the cross bank. Looks like he's pretty good there. I think he'd like to be a little bit lower, but he's might be okay still. All right, then he'll look to bank the 10 here, I'm pretty sure. Kind of held up on him a little. I think he might have gave Naoyuki a bank back towards his hole. And if he did, that's going to be kind of, it's going to be hurtful because here's the thing. He can make the 10. He might not hold his cue ball, and he might come back for the 1 instead, and then he can come back for the 9 afterwards and play kind of a straight pool shot. No? Okay, he tried to hold the cue ball, and he did. Not a bad shot from there. Wasn't sure that he could hold it there or not. I'll shoot the 9 and cut it in and try to come around for the 6 first, I would think. To have to use a little bit of an extension here. Ball count is 4-1 Brandon in this game, but Naoyuki did win the first game. All right. Okay, he spun it all the way around to get on the 1. Did get a little straight in on the ball, so now he's going to try to play shape for probably the 2 railer on the 8 here afterwards, which I think he can kind of just pull the cue ball back a little bit. He's had a little bit of an angle. Swung his cue ball and got there. What a heck of a shot there. Now he might try to come back for the 8 also. Let's see if he tries to play the snug side. Nice shot there. See how he cuts at this ball. Good cut. Makes it. Ball counts 5-4 in Naoyuki's favor now. Nice little breakout, just trying to play the cue ball back around. Playing two rails just to. Now the thing is I could see Naoyuki kind of banking at this 14 because it's free. Missed it, but missed it good and let the cue ball and let the object ball go back up so he didn't sell out nothing. Now this is possible, but he's going to really have to hit it hard with a little bit of center outside. Yeah. Doesn't quite bite as much. I like possibly kicking 2 rails to the backside of this ball with just a little bit of high right, seeing how nothing goes to Naoyuki's pocket for the most part. And just kind of, hit a decent little speed and just making sure you hit the backside of those balls. 2 rails back. Now Brandon's going to have a chance to kind of win the game here. He can kind of smoke at this stripe ball with the center inside a little bit and shoot it kind of hard and punch the cue ball. Now if he uses high, he's probably not going to make it. And see how the ball stays there. Now Naoyuki's got a shot to make the 2. I believe the 2 goes, but if it doesn't, obviously I guess we're going to see whether or not he shoots. Got a little 2-ball shot. Now let's see what he's just going to move these balls up table, I would think. Yeah. Moved him up table, but he kind of moved him up table the wrong side of the table. It would have been better to just kind of push one and leave it kind of on his side of the table, more or less. If I'm Brandon, I might take a chance on trying to bank the 4 towards my hole, knowing that I need all of them, and apply some pressure. And I think that's what he's going to kind of do now, knowing that he's got to kind of make a move at this point. It's either you do that or kicking at the 15 with the straight high ball, but that's something that most people, like I said, myself, I would probably do it, but maybe for other people it's not, they're not as comfortable shooting that kick shot and keeping the line. Hit a little too heavy, too fat. Didn't get the cue ball through there. Or crossing it, more or less, I should say. Should have gotten. All right, good shot there. So Naoyuki takes a 2-0 lead, which is huge in a race to 3. Please like, share, and subscribe. Railbirds TV. That's what you're watching right now. And you get notifications all the time and everything. Appreciate you guys' support. It's free. Just hit the subscribe button. And if you get a chance, go subscribe to my channel too on YouTube, Tony Chohan. This benefits all of us, so the more you guys subscribe, the more you make pool better and gives you guys more videos and content. Brandon to break. Laid down a pretty decent break here in this spot. Now let's kind of see. I like kind of just banking the 9 up and then letting the cue ball sit down on the bottom rail. He's looking at the ball, and I think he's looking to see if like a 13-6-9 is wired. Or the 15-6-9, I should say. I think this is where kind of Naoyuki's kind of lost, where he's trying to do too much when he doesn't need to. Just kind of bank the 9 straight up and just kind of follow the cue ball to the end rail. Nothing bad can happen really from there. There you go. Brandon's going to try to nick that 13. Yeah, he's just trying to break those balls up from being anywhere close to even being wired whatsoever. Good little ticky stuff there. Well, Brandon will probably bank the 9 and just kind of send the cue ball down. Stacking some balls in front of his hole. If for him here, I like kind of just crossing the 4 here and just using a little bit of high and running my cue ball right into the 5 and the 14. And then that way, the ball's going to come in there and I'm going to end up leaving the... Okay, he's electing to kind of titty hook him. Not bad there either, but... This is the safer way, is what he's doing at the moment. He's looking at about a nice high left ball here, going 2 rails into the stack. I like that. Nice shot. The 13-9 was looking decent. I knew it might not go, but it did definitely look like it was going to be close. But he got some action on the stack, and at least it's pushing back in there. Not sure what he was trying to do there. Just trying to keep him, I guess, a little covered up. From Brandon, I want to keep trying to send balls to my hole here. So if I'm him, I'm going to try to just kind of... He can kind of push the 10-1 down and just kind of let the cue ball drift in between the 7 and the 11 and like kind of leave it there. Seeing that there's not much that goes towards Naoyuki's pocket. Just kind of like that. And I think Naoyuki's starting to see that he's in a little bit of trouble, so... This is a good shot. Let's see. Now he's just going to move it. Not a horrible shot, but one of the other options there is, you know, say all this trouble that he's got down there where Brandon's hole is, he could have kind of shot it hard into Brandon's pocket, hoping to make the 9 and then send the other balls away. Now Brandon's going to look to try to shoot the 8 into the 2, maybe off the 4, with a little bit of speed and kind of sit the cue ball in there. There you go. Now this might have messed up his hole a little bit, possibly. That's where Naoyuki's looking at now, is whether or not anything really goes. Don't want to leave the cue ball where he's planning on leaving it, because then you leave a combo with a big pocket there. And you're going to see right here in a minute if Brandon's willing to shoot at his hole. And we'll see if he's willing to or not. Brandon's actually going to shoot the 2 into the 9, it looks like. Oh, so it must have really went. I thought it was going to be worse than that. But he didn't. I don't know if he got shape or not. So I'm not sure what's going on. He can bank the 15. Problem is he's kind of jacked up, so he's kind of got to. It's not no hanger to make the ball, regardless. It must be hooked on the 2 ball. Must be able to maybe spin this ball a little bit, possibly. I'd be looking to hit it kind of full and maybe make it off the 1 a little. If he can't. Yep, exactly. Playing the ball off the ball. A little risky, semi. When he didn't really need to do that in that spot. Yeah, Naoyuki should be trying to move some more balls here. I wouldn't really want to move those 2 balls because they're kind of blocking his pocket. Okay. Well, I guess he didn't really understand the ball was going to react as far as the bank there. Tighten it up. I like to cross at the 6 here and then make my cue ball go all the way back to this side of the table. So a little more pace on the ball this way. A little bit of high inside, just like that, but a little harder than that because the 11 does go to Naoyuki's pocket, and Naoyuki might be tempted to shoot. So knowing your opponent sometimes too. Well, Naoyuki's not going to shoot though. Nah, Naoyuki didn't know how to hold his ball there though, from that angle. All right, so Brandon needs 4 balls to make it 2-1 here. See if he's going to run these next 4. He'll make this next ball and slip up for the 2 and the 8. So as it stands, it will be 2-1. Brandon needs one ball. And well, he missed his game winner there. He's kind of leaving a chance for Brandon to, or for Naoyuki to put him away here. See him kind of drawing back. He'll try to play 7 to the 10. Playing for the 11 and then come back for the 5. I might even come back for those other 2 balls first, but we'll see how he plays it. Okay, he got on the right side of the ball here to draw it back. This is going to kind of make Brandon sick if he was to lose this money. Oh, he gave up on the
Looks like players are on another little break.
All right.
This is perfect time to go to our merch store, get yourself a t-shirt. Got plenty of time to go pick one out. Perfect size, perfect color. All right, looks like that was a
back.
quick break.
So it's 2-1 Naoyuki. He had a chance to steal that game. Kind of missed the last ball there. And when I believe it's Naoki's break now. If you haven't already, please go to Railbirds TV where you are watching this now, and please subscribe to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. It's free, so why not do it?
So another question from the chat is, what countries have you played one pocket in?
No, I've never really been to any of the other countries. I just can't be on a plane for that long, really, right now. Closest other countries I would say is Canada, maybe, or nah, just Canada and United States. I haven't really been to any other countries. Maybe in the near future, hopefully, at some point. Been offered to go different places, just haven't been able to have the chance to. Naoyuki laid down a pretty good break here. Good little rub off coming off there. Good, coming off thin. Hopefully he can stay behind the stack here. I'm thinking if he's going to try to see if he can bank the 6 into the 15 and push him away, or that's what he's kind of looking at, if he can cross the 6 to pull up towards the front side of the 15 to push it above. Problem with that is you could sell out a bank at the same time. I like banking the 5 into the back side of the 1, drawing my cue ball straight down behind the 15. Helps me control the 15 that way, or control the cue ball to get behind the 15 also that way. He's going to take his chances in hopes that, yeah, that's kind of one of the things that could possibly go wrong there. Let's see if he tries to kick at this ball or if he just tries to pull it. The difference is what's going on with the 13, 3, 8 here. Are they wired? If they are, then Naoyuki's going to try to see a way to unbuckle that a little bit. Yep, that's what he just did. He's going to try cutting at this ball. I think he's looking to see what kind of power he can put on this ball for the most part. Tough shot, but making sure you then cut it is the key. Okay, so you got it pretty good, but didn't get all the way around it. Problem here is if you're going to shoot the 8 here, he's going to have to shoot it hard in hopes that he breaks out the 3-10, or I mean 3-2-13 to come open. But will he even shoot at that? We'll see. A little shot there, a little kickoff. See what Brandon does here. Naoyuki's got a little bit of a mess with the 9-6 being down there and kind of blocked up. If he can see the 7, he might bank at the 7. I think right now he's looking to cut the 3 into the 15 to bank it towards his hole. Problem with that is where the cue ball is going to go. Couldn't get quite as much cut as he wanted on it. Oh. Kick the other way, not that side. Careless mistake there. Kind of got on the wrong side where he can't pull back and draw into these balls, so now he's got to he's going to kind of have to force his way just to try to hope that he can make something happen in this spot.
So the chat wants to know, do you have any teaching stuff coming up? And if so, how do people sign up?
So sometimes I'm going to different areas, and I'm on Facebook, and I'll post kind of the areas I'm going to. So actually leaving tomorrow to go to Houston area for the next 4 or 5 days, and then I'll be in San Antonio for a few days. So just kind of like if you ever wanted to try to get a lesson and find out if I'll be close to your area, or if you're in the New Orleans area, I'm willing to do lessons when I'm at home in New Orleans. Just reach out on Facebook Messenger for the most part is what I kind of do a lot of things through. He made that ball and kind of just... It's a little touchy here of how the 6-8 he comes off of it or whatnot. Yeah, I mean, he wants to kick bank at this ball, but you really can't. I mean, he might be able to bank this ball maybe, but the cue ball's going to be tight too. It's kind of, you know, real iffy here. May not want to do a whole lot, but just kind of just... Yeah, I thought he was going to possibly just do something like that just to try to... Little soft kick to the backside of the 8 might be good on the bottom rail going up. I don't really want to kick at it from the other side, I don't think. This is where he's going to kind of make some mistakes because he's trying to hide the cue ball so much that he's going to... I would go off the left side, seeing this is where he's going to make his mistakes and he gives up a shot. Nice little cross there, it was tight. Now Naoyuki owes 1 and Brandon's got 5. And Naoyuki was up 2-0 and had a chance to maybe possibly steal to win the match, but missed the ball that he probably normally wouldn't miss. I know he's going to kind of regret that. And now Brandon's got a chance to inch back and make it hill. Basically just trying to move balls to his side and just keep the cue ball on the bottom rail for the most part. I think Brandon's kind of got a free bank here that he's kind of got to shoot at. Nothing's free, but I do believe that it's not too bad of a bank here. Now, if he's going to use high ball, I don't like it. I would rather shoot it with low ball. So he's now, if he doesn't make it, he's given Naoyuki a chance to make balls. So I guess if the 1 doesn't go, it's okay, but the 5 does go. So he's going to try to cinch the 5 maybe. Wouldn't try to really pull the cue ball back. I'd just kind of cinch it and just play for the 7-ball bank. Oh, he followed it, and that's kind of what he didn't probably want to do. Because this ball's very hard to bank unless he goes rail first from the bottom rail. I think, from what it looks like. That's what he tried. Good shot and good try. And Naoyuki owes that ball, so he's going to have to spot it. There he goes. Ball counts 5-1 Brandon. Now Brandon's going to go for this 5-ball bank and just kind of follow the cue ball and leave the cue ball laying over towards the left a little. This time he made it, hit a good clean hit on it. It's kind of one of those spots where if he wanted to, he could shoot the 3 and then cue ball would kick over to the 2 also a little bit, but probably better off to just kind of cut the 8 and come straight back across above the 3 so you don't give up a shot. Very good shot. He's kind of thinking and contemplating right here. A little too much, and he might do, you know, think long, think wrong type of deal. Just shoot the 8, just lag it to your hole and play for your cue ball. You need 2 balls. Yeah, just like that. Maybe you need to hit it a little bit less. Naoyuki came speeding around that corner around that table there that time. Naoyuki said, okay, give me another opportunity. I'm not messing up this time. Let's see what he does. Just a little follow high and a little bit of right to carry the ball. He's killing the cue ball so much. So he didn't get no movement on the ball. Then jack up, hoping that he can spear it. If not, let it go around. 6-2 ball count. 2-1 Naoyuki Oi. 6-2 Brandon Shuff in the ball count this game. He's looking to bank the 7, and he's going to try to roll it again. This time he comes up a little bit short. Now, I'm not so sure that the 3-2 is not the right line for where he's at right now. But he's not probably going to shoot it, but if I was straight on and I knew I had a good angle on the 3-2, I might. Now he's probably going to shoot the 1, and he's going to try to carry the 7. Yep. Even the 9-ball players, that stroke gets a little short playing 1 pocket. Nice little chop there. And try to just follow it up and just trying to push the 2 on the other side of the 3, I think. Yeah. I think he's kind of looking right here to maybe use like a low. I'm going to try to 2-rail this ball, it looks like. 2-rail it without not really wanting to 2-rail it. Kind of like he just didn't want to scratch at the same time if he did go for the 2-rail. So he's just kind of pushing it to try to hope that he did exactly what he just did there. Brandon's playing for 1 ball here. I like him to shoot this cross bank on the 7 with a little bit of high inside, let the cue ball follow through, come down. It should miss the 3. If it does hit the 3, it's barely going to hit it on that side, and you're okay with that. But kind of hit it heavy with a lot of high and a lot of inside and let it push. See, the stroke in which he used is the reason why it flared up and went the other way. And he hit it kind of fat in general. This is going to make it hill-hill. This is hill-hill now with Brandon breaking, I believe. Yep, I think Brandon will have the break. Hill-hill. You're watching Railbirds TV. Please like, share, subscribe the channel. If you like what you're seeing, then you need to be subscribed, and it's very easy. Just hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you nothing. And it helps Railbirds TV keep bringing you guys the nice videos with the commentators with the good commentary, and be able to get you some good matches to sweat and give you a little insight. And if you also get a chance, please go check out my YouTube channel I just started with my name, Tony Chohan, and you'll get to see a whole lot more stuff too. And the best thing about when you subscribe to our channels is you get notifications when there's something new just popped up. Alrighty. Here we go. Brandon Shuff to break. Hill-hill. Brandon, I've noticed the last couple days when he breaks, he's stepping his break out way far off, and I think it's just because he's trying to get through the rack quicker in hopes that he doesn't scratch if he's a little bit closer to the rail, I guess. This is kind of where Naoyuki's kind of like, he doesn't understand. Like, see, like that move right there kind of tells you that he don't understand as far as 1 pocket. He moved the ball, he's giving the guy a good bank, and like if I'm Brandon here, I'm going all out, really. I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't, because if I make this bank, I'm going to run some balls for sure. And what am I going to give up? I can't really give up a whole lot. So let's see how Brandon goes about this. Oh, he overcut it. Yeah, it's kind of one of those shots you need to really make sure you have a good line on the ball. I don't really see the reasoning of why he hit it kind of as bad as he did. Now, I'm not so sure that he can see and make the 4 or not, and if he can, then he should be slow rolling to come out. So I like to use a lot of English and slow roll and come out to the backside, so that way I got a shot. There it is, just like that. Now is a good thing. Now I'd like to power through the rack, and use a little bit of English. Not a whole lot. I wouldn't use center. This is the hardest way to make the ball. He tried to draw back. See, I like powering through the ball. Maybe the stack comes 2 rails back around. Do something like that, and you're going to open the balls up more. He's looking at the balls, maybe a 3-ball combo off of that ball, and he could kind of draw the cue ball straight down too. So this is actually not a bad move here. Play all cue ball. Just worry about the cue ball. Just like that. Maybe he hit it a little thicker than he thought, or he might have had a bad read on the angle. Now let's see if Brandon will shoot it the same way. Because really, you're kind of in a spot where you're supposed to shoot at this bank again. You have a big hole, especially with the 9 there, that if you do hit it a little fat, you can still possibly make the ball. Outside English a lot. He just didn't have no speed on it. Other than that, he would have been fine, but no speed. Oh, he had no fear. He just shot the combo and then drew his ball back. Now, if you're now that right there, I don't really care to see, because he was kind of trying to just double up the balls, I guess, just in case he missed the ball. But I think in that spot, he was kind of just supposed to just, if you're going to go for the shot, you might as well try to run out behind it too. Oh. Poor way to shoot at it. I mean, he should have just struck the ball. He kind of, yeah. To lose the game that way was not the way that he wanted to lose it, if he does lose it. He was trying to give him the ball and just didn't work out. I'm not sure what Brandon was trying to get on here. I mean, hopefully the 5 goes, but I'm not sure if it does. I think it does. Oh, okay, so he's just play for the 7. Now you come 2 rails to come out for the 15. Possibly get on the 1 if you can come through that way. I'd be playing shape for the 15 more than anything, and then try to run into some other balls after that. Got a little too much grip on that ball. I should be able to make this one and just kind of cinch the cue ball back a little bit. So I'm trying to cinch it here. Shoot the 15, kind of roll the cue ball. Into the 10 ball to try and knock it away. It's taking a little bit too much time looking at this ball. I'm not sure why.
They don't believe me that you gave me the wild 7, 8, and 2 games of 7. And then I didn't even tell them you gave me the switch the break, too. You gave me more. They don't believe me. I told you. He won every set. They said this is crazy. I didn't even tell him you gave me the breaks. I forgot. He breaks like this. I break like this. That's even more crazy. He breaks like on the spot. Felix is telling me he can't play me like that.
It's the gentleman next to him who doesn't want to move out of the way.
Yeah, I know what you want.
Lord. All right, he chose to move on into that ball. Just going to follow the cue ball here. Yeah, he's going to let the ball kind of drift down. It's a bad thing about he was playing more to the cue ball instead of the natural angle of where the bank lined. Now he's kind of putting Naoyuki to the test. So Naoyuki, I mean, there's no point of just giving him this ball when he's needs only one after that if you give it to him. So he's really in a spot where he needs to shoot this 8 ball, because if you bank the 8 and make it, you got a chance to win the game. But I don't blame him for that spot in that spot to shoot that ball. Should just be playing the carom. And that's going to be the match. Naoyuki wins 3-2. Thank you everyone for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Real Birds TV, and go check out their shop and order some stuff. Support the channel. Support the content. Support.
Indeed.
Greatly appreciate it.
So our next match is going to be just a little over 1 hour from now. It's going to be Shane Van Boning versus Conrad Musician. That's going to be a good match. You are not going to want to miss it. So that's just a little over 1 hour from now. So we'll see you guys then.